Hey there everyone, Corbin here. Today we are moving into Thief 2, the Metal Age. So, the story so far. In the first game we are introduced to this fantasy world in which we are the best thief around and people hire us to acquire items of great value or of great rarity. And we're introduced to the three major factions that play a role in this city. We met the Hammerites, which we saw very extensively. They represent civilization, order, and progress. Although they are not entirely good, they are pretty savage in their punishments for infractors. We also saw about the second faction, the Pagans. We didn't see much about them. Most of the information about the Pagans was given in little snippets of text. However, we met face to face with their god, the trickster god. And we were lucky enough that it only cost us one eye of our face. Thanks to a rescue by the third faction, the Keepers. The Keepers are in the middle of the struggle between these two factions, trying to keep balance. And, well, about the plot of the first game. Blinded by greed and, well, recklessness, we ignore all the red flags about this guy, Constantine, that we met. And unknowingly, we end up enabling the trickster god into executing his dark project. However, with the help of the Hammerites, we managed to stop that. So the thing is that the trickster god was very displeased with the current state of the world. He hated that mankind was able to make their lives safe and boring, according to him, and he wanted to plunge the world into entire darkness and chaos to restore humans' ability to dream and fear and to restore their sense of wonder. His own words. So, thankfully, we managed to stop that. Now, we didn't only stop it, but we actually killed this god. And the question now is, what's the consequence of killing a god? Well, actually, there are consequences. These gods, both the master builder on one side and the trickster on the other, influence humanity in subtle ways. So, to put it in a way, kind of like the world of men reflects the situation of the divine plane, so to speak. So, with the trickster god dead, that means that the master builder's influence is running rampant and unchecked. So, the world, in the brief time between the first game and the second game, is undergoing an industrial revolution of sorts. And, well, this is spearheaded by some people among the Hammerites. However, not everyone among the Hammerites like this. So, one guy among the Hammerites started a splinter faction called the Mechanists. Now, this all sounds like spoilers, but not so much. All of this is talked in the first couple of missions. Just, I am giving you a brief so it's easier to follow. So the Mechanists separate from the Hammerites, and the Hammerites hate them because they are heretics in their views. But these guys, the Mechanists, are bringing serious technology into this world. And so the world now is starting to feel with a more steampunk vibe. You will see more electric devices and, well, you will see more mechanical stuff. And in the mechanists doing this, nature is dying. You will hear comments about trees dying and crops dying as well, and that's of course a huge problem. This is certainly not maintaining the balance. Something was really broken when we killed Trickster God. And as in the previous game, the real threat of this game is gonna take a while to show up. We're gonna start light with some common jobs, just the regular life of Garrett. And I think that's good enough for an introduction. Let's go straight into the game. There we go. New game, expert, start.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor, and in this line of work you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
I love how he calls the situation an aggravation. So, here we are again. Let's see what... Oh, no equipment to buy. Alright.
On the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Alright, so if you remember, in the first game, the second mission, this is the guy we broke out of prison. We dragged him all the way out through the mines. It's Basso the boxman. He says he unlocked this door.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
So, this is our map. We are right here. No, here, sorry. So, the idea is this red path is the path Basso is gonna take to rescue Jennifer. And we need to keep it clear of guards. By the way, I am not gonna go into the basics of the game. If you want a primer on how to play the game, you can check the series on the first game. It plays pretty much the same. This is what I'm talking about. Machinery of all sorts is gonna be more common in this game. And also, the architecture of the places we're gonna be is gonna be vastly different, a lot more modern.
Damn torches. Always sputtering out.
Well, don't just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
Alright, so Basil has to go through here, so we need to get rid of these guards. Also, we need 8 knockouts as an objective on this one. So we are gonna get started with that. There we go. Move them into the shadows just in case. By the way, if there are issues with the audio, please let me know. Because configuring the audio for this game was really weird. I had to move some configuration files in the game because the audio balance was completely out of whack. Hello, Holy Summon. We are today in Thief 2. This game looks more modern, is more steampunk in atmosphere. I already went through the introduction to the story so far. But basically, as it turns out, killing the god of nature has consequences. And now society is having a big boon in development and technology at the cost of nature getting completely screwed. This is the kitchen. We are not ready to go in there. Let's see.
What's that? Seems peaceful enough now.
Show yourself.
Oh, I failed. That's not good.
I know you're around here somewhere.
All right. Stop fooling around. Where are you?
Well, that wasn't so bad. Oh, I think he got stuck. Ooh.
This is your last chance. Step out here. I won't hurt you.
I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have. Well, that works for me. Alright, what else? So, we are here. The kitchen was before. This is the little enclosure of the guards, so we need to clear this path. I heard footsteps, so we need to wait for whoever that is and get rid of him. Patience. Discipline. He's coming, I can hear it. Oh, civilian. Too bad for you. You were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Kitchen, right? Yes, kitchen. Anything else to see in the kitchen? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, so in the previous game, dark rooms like this were very problematic without raising the gamma. But now it's not too terrible. What's this? So this tells us a little more about the world. This Truart is the current sheriff in the city, and this person is complaining that he is worse than the criminals. So the police has become really, really aggressive. You know, normal affairs, a bit too real, right? So this is it. So I was saying about dark rooms, it's not too terrible now because now we have these flares. You can activate them and you get a little bit of light. There's nothing of use here. Nothing here either. And here we have 3 chests. Just a little bit of loot. And it seems like this is all there is here.
Oh, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
Okay, so that's Jennifer's door. What do we have here? Doesn't seem to have a great purpose. Door. Let me use another flare here. Hey, look at that. 2 doors. Let's open. Huh, interesting. Okay, upstairs. Before we go there, check this door here. More money. That's locked and I don't have lockpicks, so we need to find a key. And someone's coming. Hello, book itself. How are you doing? We have moved to Thief 2, the Metal Age.
It smells like old meat. What the?
Right in the shadow. Convenient. None of that is valuable. Looked valuable, but it is not. Especially in the water. Hold on a second, adjusting. My headphones are a little bit comfortable. That's better, I think. So nothing else, just a few coins, flute. And this wing is pretty much done. Someone's coming. Oh. He's patrolling around the corner. Oh. And a second guy there.
I'll show them someday. Something I could do with this serve.
No!
I almost screwed up. All is well now. And that's the 8th knockout. Whoa, that was fast. Oh. A whole lot of nothing, I see. That's unusual. That guy seems to be stuck there. So, this is interesting. You can see at the bottom right that I have over 600 in loot. It says 600, but this mission specifically requires 200 in gems. You can see that the loot is separated into the types: gold, gems, and goods. And gems I only have 100. Can you guess why do they do that? It's to make you extra miserable in harder difficulties. Because they can put a lot of loot everywhere, and they hide the gems in the most obnoxious of places, so that you have to look around for an hour for those stupid gems. Now I know where those gems are, because I already went through the experience of this mission back then, and I spent a good couple of hours looking. And I will show you what the problem is with this mission. And in case you are a completionist, hold on. Should I have a key? You guys don't have keys? No? Okay, no keys around here. Never mind then. Here. This is a very hidden stairs that leads into the kitchen again. Right. Basu is gonna come here in a moment. In the meantime, let's go for what we need. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The thing is that in order to complete this mission, you need to find a few secret passages. Oh, wait, there should be loot. Yeah. Golden bottles are valuable. There's another one. That's it. What am I looking at? Okay, it's here. So, this is kind of funny. Oh. Wait. In the most subtle way possible. Hello. That was subtle, I guess. Oh, that's the key. Thank you, kind sir. Alright, that was funny. Now, I don't like doing this. But if you're a completionist, there is some loot there. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can now zoom in, courtesy of your mechanical eye. You can see there is a golden cup there.
What? I saw something.
And the other guy didn't even realize. Leaning on the door to hear better. We passed those already. Oh my god.
What's that I see?
Wow, you have an amazing
It's again.
peripheral vision, sir.
Hello? Anyone there? No, quiet now. I'm sure it was nothing. Huh? What was that?
What are you doing? Please walk in a predictable pattern, sir. Let's see if I can do this. That was a pretty cool ambush. So now I can come and grab the cup. Oh, and there is something below the cheese. And I still don't have the stupid gems, because they are in secret passages. Alright, I think we are ready for this guy to perform his rescue. Go ahead, Basil. Is there a problem? For real, dude? Okay. Why are you stopping everywhere, dude? Just freaking go. Don't mind this guy.
go.
Shh, come with me.
Well, they should be fine. Now, what's the problem with the mission? The problem with the mission is that you need to find a couple of secret passages that contain the gems that you're looking for. And the first one is here. You need to come here, look below. Whoa, there is a switch down there. There we have 50 more gems. Alright. I remember these placements because oh my god, what a torture this was. And that's why I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the expert difficulty for the whole run. Because it's not healthy for the stream if I'm gonna get stuck for hours looking for garbage like that. So we will see how it goes. Oh yeah, I haven't cleared this path. You can stay there. So this is another innovation of the Metal Age. We have gas lamps now, which is probably not healthy in a bedroom with no windows, but who knows? Oh, what key? Glasses that are worthless. And yeah, that switch down there is the second passage. You have to really be paying attention. That's the point of what? To be pixel hunting for 3 hours? I mean, in private I do it. That's how I did it the first time. But for stream, that can get people bored really quickly. So this is the secret passage, and now we have all the gems we need. So yeah, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy the hunt, but for streaming it's different. Like for example, on the first game, I don't know how long you watched the first game, but I played differently than my usual playstyle. Because in order to keep things moving, I knock out a lot of people to be able to keep the pace and make backtracking easier. Because if you try to sneak around without knocking out people, it takes a while. And people watching may get bored. And that's not a good thing. So, I think we are done here. Yes, we are done. Oh, wait. I forgot about something. This mission has something special. I don't think it happens in other missions, but this mission has a secret objective. And by the gods, it's a secret objective. You see, there is nothing more, just get out and don't kill anyone. But if you look over there, you will see a crack in the wall. And if you go and check the crack in the wall, I was forgetting about this little detail. You can see a couple of rings. And a new optional objective appears. What would a wedding be without rings? Get 2 for Basso and Jennifer. That's cute. So it's a secret objective, it makes no difference really. And I don't think there is another mission with a secret objective like that. This is the only one that I remember. Let's save just in case. Considering that I played this game for the last time about 15 years ago, or no, well, no more, 20 years ago, it goes to tell you that this mission tortured me so much to remember that kind of detail.